Hey y'all, it's us again, and we're back from the episode of I keep doing Starcy and Daisy. I wanted to be Starcy and Daisy so bad.
I like it better.
I like it. If you like it better, let me know in the comments.
Yeah.
Starcy and Daisy.
I'm gonna name my son Starcy Daisy. That sounds like something that's like Frank Zappa's kids. Remember Frank Zappa's kids are like Moon Unit?
No, I don't know anything about his kids.
His kids are named like Moon Unit and like Rascal or something. It's like something weird like Rodent or something. I swear it is something like the boy's name is like it's not something that reminds me of like a rodent or a rat or something. I'll look it up after. It'll be something weird.
Fascinating.
Anyway, hey, what's good?
We're back from the episode of Stacey and Darcy, season 4, episode 10. We're just gonna hate on it like we usually do, because that's what we do.
Ever heard of it? Are you one of our tens of viewers who knows what we do here?
Alright, let's get into it. So, first thing first, Michael and Darcy hang out at the bar. Darcy rolls up in her little J-Lo fit.
Oh yeah, she's got the green dress.
She thinks she's really eating.
Yeah.
She thinks she's really popping with this.
If you're at least 30, you might remember this dress.
I remember this dress. I remember this dress.
What were you doing when this came
I just
out?
have always followed fashion and pop culture and stuff.
The dress is what's weird about that dress to me is it's very memorable, but it's not great. Like the J-Lo dress. It's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't blow me away or anything.
But everyone always talks about it.
It ain't like the meat dress where it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's it's kind of a normal dress.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know. I guess that's fashion for you. I don't know anything about
fashion with Jason.
Because I guess it must be great, a great dress. Because think about this.
Yeah.
It's not a crazy dress, but everyone remembers it.
Right.
Everyone thinks about it.
Right.
They're making dresses like it.
Right.
It's just weird. It's just like a dress that just hit.
It is a weird situation with this dress and how it's connected with the world.
Yeah, it's kind of like blue raspberry, like the flavor. It never existed. It ain't special, but it hit. And it exists forever. There's no such thing as a blue raspberry.
This is deep. But anyway, Michael and Darcy go to the bar, and Darcy's in her little J-Lo fit, and
they talk about stuff.
They just talk about stuff. Basically.
Oh, this is important. Darcy fills him in on the
photo
on
shoot
the beef. Yeah,
with Stacey and Florian.
Yeah. So
and Michael decides from the information he got, he's concluded that this is happening because Florian is pushing Stacey so that he can be the face of the company.
Yeah, this is weirdly the exact same thing that happened with the matchmaker. Remember, she's like,
I was
Georgie showed up, and the matchmaker's like, did Florian do that?
And it's
and then it's it was, so this one was they did a photo shoot with Florian. Florian was probably the mastermind. Who in their right mind would think that Florian is a mastermind? He's a henchman. He ain't Shredder, dude.
It's crazy.
He's Krang.
What are you talking about?
The Ninja Turtles cartoon. There was was Krang the smart guy, and then there was it was a big guy, and then he had a little guy who would tell him what to do. Okay. It was a brain little guy who would ride on top of a big guy. Okay. I forget what they were called. But Florian is the big guy. He ain't the brain.
Yeah, no, for real. Who's out here thinking Florian's masterminding,
Florian doesn't even know any adverbs. He uses adjectives as adverbs.
So he a different language. I've been learning Spanish.
Yeah, I'm blaming him, but how you drawing up plans when you can't speak the language?
He can draw up plans in his native language and then just
maybe
he doesn't need to have the plans in English to do the plans. If he's just what I'm gonna do to steal the company.
Big plans, big idea.
No, if he's just writing down what's he gonna do.
We're gonna do big photo shoot.
He's the only one reading.
Make me the big guy in the big company.
He's the only one reading the plans.
I'm saying this is when he's communicating to Darcy, when he's masterminding it.
Oh, yeah.
Darcy's the henchman, I guess. I mean, Stacey.
Yes,
God,
that's why I'm confused. I'm like,
Stacey,
what is Stacey even talking about?
Florian is he's manipulating Stacey. He's not, because if he was, they wouldn't have spent $40,000 on that house that he didn't want to do.
Not that house.
The wedding.
The wedding venue, yeah.
Yeah, I meant the beach house was what I was thinking. I can't speak today, but he ain't no mastermind, even though he's been accused of it multiple times.
He's not a mastermind. He's not like.
This is the type of dude who's like...
He doesn't really even want to, like, do stuff, really.
This guy's going jet skiing. He doesn't even know how to swim.
Yeah.
Because somebody told him to. He's very... whatever. They also accused Georgie of masterminding it through Florian, actually. And then Florian is manipulating everybody else.
No puede.
So Georgie's a mastermind. Florian's a mastermind. I don't know.
I'm going to say can't swim for Florian. No puede nadar.
Yeah. Muerte en el agua.
Yikes.
That's the movie I wrote about. It's a movie I wrote about Florian on the jet ski.
Our Espanol is getting muy bien.
Mm-hmm. We're getting big good at it.
Grande bien.
All right, so whatever. We're spending way too long on this short little scene that's kind of just exposition for the next thing.
Yeah, we are.
Michael Benz gets filled in. Michael Benz is heated. He's got. He's gonna tell Florian what's up.
Yeah.
I think that there's like a weird underneath. What do you call it? Like motivation in Michael Benz that he doesn't like Florian because Florian kind of rejected him as a friend.
Yeah.
So I think that he doesn't like Florian anymore.
I think Michael Benz is very insecure and weird.
Yeah, because he was coming at Florian for not having a job. Now he's gonna come at him for this.
Yeah.
But he was like all like wanted to be his friend when they did the U-Haul thing, and Florian was like, I never want to talk to him again. Florian literally has 0 friends, and he still doesn't want to talk to Michael Benz. Florian has to call in Georgie from Virginia or something to be his best man, and then they say no, and he says okay. And then, even though he's at the bachelor party, he can't be in the wedding, but he can come to the bachelor party.
Yeah, none of this is making no sense.
This show's starting to feel real fake.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And scripted. Anyway. It's Impossible Kicks Day, baby.
Impossible Kicks Day. So, Darcey and
First it's Stacey and
Florian.
They get to the venue first.
They get to the Impossible Kicks venue and like start like talking and setting up. I guess.
Remember they go into the gate and they start messing around with the mannequin.
Yeah, they're just like messing with stuff. They're not really setting up really. Like it's supposed to be a setup time, but
they did put their shirt on the mannequin in the window.
Okay.
They took a shirt off the mannequin and put one on.
Okay, that's setup.
And then Stacey was like really pissing off Florian by like using the mannequin hand to grab Florian.
That counts
and Florian was, leave me alone, I'm gonna explode. So then they're setting up. Darcey shows up and comes out of the gate with Michael Benz. They're coming from the bar, maybe.
Yeah, it says Stacey and Benz.
Oh, that must be Darcey and Benz join.
Oh,
I messed up even.
His
in the
notes is bad. It's okay.
I'm seriously brain dead.
I'm not gonna get my brain back until after spring break.
Yeah.
I don't know when the fuck you're gonna get yours.
I don't know. I think it might be gone. I think I might have burnt it out. I might have burned out big sections of it. I like somebody's. I got like worms in my brain that are putting out cigarettes in the brain. just like.
The imagery. That's wonderful imagery.
Ashing in the gray matter.
Ooh. Poet.
I'm a little bit of a poet. I'm such a good poet, I can't even remember if it's Stacey or Darcey when I'm writing the notes. That's how good at poetry I am. And wordplay.
Getting intense.
I can't even get my nouns right.
Oh. Well, your adjectives are good.
Yep, and I don't know any adverbs.
Moving on. Stacey and Darcey and Michael Benz link up with the Impossible Kicks. They show up to the event,
and so does Johnny. He comes right.
Yeah, Johnny, the owner and CEO of Impossible Kicks.
Yeah.
Which also, why the fuck are they doing a fashion a clothing line at a knockoff Foot Locker, like a shoe store?
Yeah. It's a shoe store in the mall.
Yeah.
But one thing I did catch that finally made sense to me now,
yeah.
which I give a little credit because it's actually helped me a lot, is I kept thinking, how are they going to make any money from having their clothes at one store in one mall?
Yeah.
I mean, how often do you go to a shoe store and buy a shirt?
Yeah.
And then you get a profit margin from that. Like, they're going to sell like one shirt a day. How many shirts are you selling at a shoe store in the mall? Like, malls are like ghost towns nowadays. Like, I mean, I don't know where this mall is or what it is, but then I heard Johnny say if the launch goes well, we're gonna start talking about putting it in other stores, which made me think, oh, okay, if Impossible Kicks is a big franchise, I don't know how many stores they have. We could probably Google it, but I wonder
Are
if
they
it
even
is
a real store?
That's a good question. I prefer Impossible Burgers. So I like the Impossible Whopper. How about I put that in the store? I'll buy one.
Worthless.
So so that actually sounds like they could make money off this.
Mm.
If it's a big franchise and they're selling, I don't know, 5 shirts a day.
Mm. There you go. That's
some
money.
angel wing shirts.
That's
Somebody was pointing
money.
out on Reddit, this is a fashion style that has existed many times already. And that's all it is like just a knockoff of another fashion line from the early 2000s.
I mean, it's just angel wings. It's nothing new.
Yeah.
The angel wings. Like, we thought of angel wings. We're not like 9.
You know what I just remembered is that's like a storyline in The Walking Dead. Okay. Is the 2 hillbilly brothers had angel wing tattoos on their backs because they were mistreated by an adult when they were children. That was like a side storyline. If you follow me.
People be telling me things about The Walking Dead, and I'll be like,
"You've seen it."
That's what I know.
This is season 1.
I know I've seen it, but people be telling me things that I apparently like watch. I'm like, I don't remember that. I just remember like Penny.
Penny. The child?
Yeah.
All right, I remember Penny. She was only there for a little bit.
And I remember...
She gets lost.
Yeah, and she becomes like a zombie.
Yeah, the lesson... I like The Walking Dead. They always learn lessons for everything. The lesson is, if you go missing, you're gone. That's like the lesson of that. Like, it don't look good.
Yeah.
And you kind of like learn like, oh, this is bad. There's like very small hope in this world. Anyway, we'll do Walking Dead next reality. That's our favorite reality show. So let's cover that at some point.
Do we get any of your ice cream?
Not yet. Look, we're doing the thing. YouTube, all right? We're gonna have to cut down on the weed, I think.
Hey, I'm having a good time.
You are having a good time, but this episode is gonna be 3 hours long at this rate.
Moving on. They just all at the event and they talking and preparing, and Ben's versus Florian beef?
Yeah, what did I put? Ben's.
Oh, yeah, Michael, Ben's, and Florian.
Yeah.
Michael comes to Florian and is like, yo, I know that you're masterminding this to get, to be the face of the brand. And Florian's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, all those ideas that Michael Ben's half-cocked came up with an hour ago.
He just comes to Florian and says, these are fact, apologize.
Yeah, he doesn't just like dump them on him. He's like, you need to apologize for this. And when Florian's like, what are you talking about? He goes, I think you know what I mean and you need to apologize. Which is kind of a boss move. Wouldn't that be funny to do that to people in real life?
That's fucking crazy.
I know. That's why it'd be funny. It's like, I think it's called gaslighting. If you just go up to like your friend, you're like, hey buddy, I think you stole $20 from me and you should apologize right now. And they're like, what? And you're like, I don't know if we could be friends until you apologize for the $20 you stole. You don't have to pay me back. But you just have power over them that you created. Something like that. That's fine. That's my idea for controlling and manipulating your friends.
There we go. Learning things. This is educational.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Michael does to Florian, and then Florian goes off and is like, Stacey, what the fuck? And then
get this guy away from me.
Yeah.
I can't tell him. I somehow for some reason cannot make him leave me alone.
And then Stacey goes to Darcey and is like, hey, why are you telling Michael Ben's our personal business? Now he's starting shit. And Darcey's like, he's my friend. I can tell him if I want to tell him.
And that's.
And there's like,
there's no solution.
Yeah, and they're just like, okay, we gotta go do the song.
Anyway, time to sing.
And so
you can't stop.
Stacey and Darcey's song premiere.
Why you over there when we're over here? Come over here with us. We can't stop. New luggage, cool stuff. We sell angel wing shirts. We can't stop. We can't stop. What is it? What is it you do? We can't stop. Britney Spears listening to yourself thing.
Nails done, hair's
Yeah. Nails done, hair did. Hairs did. Yeah. That was from the I forgot about that. Hairs did.
Feeling sexy.
Got any plans this weekend? I think I'm gonna get my hairs did, and then I'm gonna check out the sports bar.
And then had the impossible kicks.
Get the impossible kicks and pick up some angel wing sweatpants. This show's so stupid. It's like the stupidest show that's ever been made. It's hard to think of a worse show. I'm like really thinking, what's a worse show than this?
If you know, tell us in the comments.
Do you remember that show that was like a reality show about a girl in LA? And this was like really early. It was like, if it was like MTV. All right, never mind. There was a show, I remember watching it once, and I remember the show being like, which is true of most reality TV, but it seemed like especially bad. The show, it was a reality show, and nothing would happen, and then they would replay it over and over again. They would do like, after the break, before the break, and they would show the same scene like 3 to 5 times per episode, the same footage. It's like they had 5 minutes that they would like loop, and just like do commercials.
Darcey and Stacey's kind of like that.
All reality shows are kind of like that, but this show, like, nothing would happen, and they would do that.
Okay, that's a contender.
We should make a show like that. That would be awesome.
We should.
It'd be so easy.
Anyway, so they did the song, and the song sucks. It's terrible.
It hits. It's not even just our opinion. It's kind of everyone in the room looks pretty upset about it.
I mean,
people have faces.
We debate about the objectivity of art, but this is objectively bad.
Yeah, people. I mean, I was debating the objectivity of art. That sounds like a great listen. Our debate, all our points. I mean, it's like the people's faces range from, like, is this a joke to please let me leave? Like it's like confusion or distaste. Like that's the room.
I mean, it's not good. Check it out. I mean, it's not good.
Their friend is there. What's her name? We figured out it's not Helen. We've been calling her Helen.
We thought her name was Helen, but she's actually Leslie.
Leslie tries to dance a little and looks at Florian, and Florian just gives her the stiffest like. Yeah. And we know he doesn't dance.
Yeah, we saw that at the modeling shoot.
Yeah. But what's incredible is the song ends and Stacey and Darcey look like their faces are just like, we killed it.
Yeah, they feel real satisfied.
Yeah, and it's actually perfect. It's like what they needed. Yeah. Because they've been fighting so much, and now that they have this delusion that they just like just hit a home run with this awful song that they think is just great.
This song might be worse than the first song, the Do It Big.
It's hard to say. I mean, Do It Big I'm really sick of because it's the intro. Mm-hmm. The Do It Big performance might have been worse. Also, this performance started with like feedback and like Michael Benz is screwing up the DJ table. This performance was
just as bad as the Do It Big.
Yeah. I thought it was mixed a little better. I don't know. I think at least when we watched the Do It Big one, it felt more live. This one felt like they mixed it better after the fact. But one thing I will say is Michael Benz had a cool vest on. It was like a pink. It was
not a cool vest. It was an ugly ass vest. It was a bad vest. Actually. It was like a Michael Benz. If you're watching this, your fashion sucks and your hair sucks.
Have you checked out any of his actual fashion line on Instagram?
I didn't really hit you with my hand.
No, you're good.
No.
I've looked at it.
Is it good?
I was curious because I looked up what he does, and his thing is he's a fashion guy, and his fashion is he basically buys like secondhand leather and then paints like on it, and then sells it. It's sort of like art fashion, like, but his paintings are kind of like. I don't know, somebody who's okay at painting. You know what I mean? It'll be like he painted a bird, but it kind of looks like your aspiring artist nephew painted a bird. You're like, a lot of potential in this. But he's like,
30.
Yeah, I don't know. You think he's 30? I think he's 40 for some reason.
Probably.
I think he's 40.
I just thought he was aging badly.
He lives in Miami, so that sun is gonna make you is gonna age you like a baked potato. It's gonna age you like a like a pork rind. But
I mean, he's not white though, so.
Yeah, but I think it's the sun. It dries out your skin, so it makes you look a little older, right?
Maybe.
Is that what the sun does?
No, it just ages it, like, because cold weather does that your skin. It ages it because it's like the UV rays.
The UV.
It's the rays, not no fucking dry. What?
I don't know. I thought maybe that would be part of it. I'm not a skin expert.
We had a discussion earlier about his skin knowledge.
With my beard oil.
Yeah, but also just like how you.
Oh yeah, I was trying to remember about.
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's move on. Michael Benz looks old. I feel like he's 40.
Yeah, we'll get him sometime. We had the song premieres and Darcey and Stacey afterwards.
Also, it's pretty likely that he's straight from my research. I thought he might have been gay for a while.
He has to be gay.
No, but okay. I think he's like a pickup artist kind of vibe.
Really?
Do you know about the pickup artists? They all dress kind of weird and gay, but it's like not exactly gay. They dress like they'll wear like a weird hat and like paint their nails and stuff.
It's giving me real bad vibes.
Do you know about this pickup artist stuff?
This is giving me evil. This is giving me Satan vibes.
It's the whole point is to manipulate women into making love to you, and the way you are a good pickup artist is you have a huge body count. And it doesn't matter about love or anything. You don't know about? There was a reality show about it. Maybe we'll do like an old school review of it, because this reality show sounds very funny, because these guys are actually like, they're kind of huge nerds who almost become incels, but then they read this book about how to like manipulate women, and then they go and I think they probably end up having sex with women who would have had sex with them anyways, but they think that they're in control and they did it. It's interesting. It seems interesting.
I'm not watching this.
But they're a bunch of dorks, so there's probably funny moments. And they dress like goofs. Because they want attention, basically. It's all for attention. Anyway.
Women gotta get free.
If you're a woman who gets with a pickup artist, it's your fault. Like, their moves are not smart or good. They're not actually, like, outsmarting anybody unless you're, like, you probably are an idiot and drunk. Like, that's the people who would fall for it.
The vibe seems off. Moving on.
The intentions are very bad, but it's kind of harmless. It's like daddy longlegs are some of the most poisonous spiders, but their fangs are too weak to break human skin. So nobody ever gets poisoned by them, even though they're super poisonous. So that's kind of how pickup artists are. They have bad intentions, but they can't even break the skin. They ain't breaking no women's skin, if you know what I'm saying.
Too much. After the song premiere, Darcey and Stacey.
People called
we are done.
Making love, breaking the skin.
Darcey and Stacey. Okay, they make up.
Yeah, I think they're just elated. We crushed it with the song, and then they make up.
Yeah, and so then
we were also noticing that they make up. Really, the apologies that they give are actually in the interview, the post interview.
Yeah.
Like the what do you call it? The confessional room when they're together.
Correct.
And so we suspect that when the song went well, they just forgot about the photo shoot beef.
Yeah.
And then they didn't realize it till they were coming to do the confessional and like weigh in on all these moments.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, we never really made up. I guess we'll just do that now.
Yeah.
And they both just apologize. And I thought it was also interesting that it was a pretty good apology where they both admitted fault. Usually that doesn't happen.
Yeah, usually it's like, you could work on yourself.
yeah. Usually there's a subtle like, I'm sorry that you are not doing what I want.
Yeah. But let's look at this. So they made up with who, and then next we have Stacey and Darcey at Darcey's apartment. Darcey is soaking her feet and talking about her in a weird kind of pan. She's in a weird position.
In a pan that Stacey says she cooked in the night before.
The whole thing is weird.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
But she's soaking her feet for the corns to come off and discussing her upcoming date with Zach. All right. And that's what happens with that.
Oh, yeah, it's coming up.
And now we have Darcey and Zach's date. They're supposed to kayak, but it doesn't actually work out because it's raining.
Starts raining.
And so they go into a bar, and basically, Stacey is trying to fuck him, and he's like,
and he's
celibate.
It. Yeah.
He's entertaining it, but he eventually reveals that he's celibate.
Yeah, he's celibate.
Yeah.
So weird. And it sounds... By the way, this celibacy thing, when he said that, it also feels weirdly related to the pickup artist thing. Because there's this whole thing with, like, holding and retaining in your stuff.
He's just like a
it makes you more masculine.
Thing.
And people use... There's a whole weird world. I had a friend who was actually in this world who explained a lot to me that was like... I kind of liked it in a way of learning about it. It's not good, but it's interesting. Most of the stuff they do is actually the same stuff that everybody does when they're trying to, like, hey, I'm going on a date.
I'm judging him.
I'm worried this whole recording is getting messed up.
Oh.
But we'll see. Don't judge me, because most of the stuff they do is, like, stuff that you would do on a date where you think, oh, I'm going to try and impress her, so I'm going to wear my nice cologne. And, you know, like, you put thought into what you're doing because you're trying to have a certain effect on a person.
Yeah.
And we don't call that manipulative. But what they are doing is sort of more overt and more specific.
Mm.
So I don't know. Anyway, so they get called wrong, but I think most of the stuff they do is stuff that everyone does.
We don't have to get into this another day.
You just learned about it, so you're just hating on it. You don't know.
Trash. But
these pickup artists are not so bad.
They meet at the bar. They have a little date. Okay. They get handsy a little bit, but he don't have sex, so.
There's a whole scene where she's like staring at his crotch, and they like zoom in. And he's got a big old lump, and he got a little. He's hoisting a log in there. He's putting down the Afghani flag. He's hoisting it.
All right.
On the pole.
That's what happens. They have a little bit of a peck kiss, and he picks up Darcey up at one point. He like puts her like around.
Yeah, when they're saying goodbye, they're like pecking, like kiss pecks, and then he picks her up.
Yeah, and he does seem to want to see her.
You're so strong.
Yeah, he does seem to want to see her again next week, so we'll see.
Darcey, by the way, is pushing full hog. Like, come on, let's go sleep together right now.
Yeah,
and it's really bad.
Yeah, it's a little trashy.
I mean, everything they've been happening with Darcey dating this season looked like her growing.
Yeah.
And this is like the opposite.
Yes, it's zero growth.
It looked like she's gonna get in what do you call it, like an adult relationship, but instead she's just like reverting right back to childhood.
Yeah. Like
teenage love.
Yeah.
Like, you want to go hold hands in my car? What happens?
Well, it's not that. She wants to do more than hold hands.
I know, yeah.
But yeah, so next, Darcey, Stacey, and Leslie have a little vag rejuvenation. Oh, Cran's coming to say hi.
Did you just go have a little vag? No.
Cran. She just pressed something.
It's okay.
Oh, okay.
It worked out.
Yeah, Cran's.
They go have a little vag rejuvenation. Everyone needs a little vag rejuvenation here and there.
And at one point they try to FaceTime.
This is where we actually figured out that her name was Leslie.
Yeah, they FaceTime Florian at one point
on episode 10. She was in episode 1, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, dude.
You know, we take our time. Take our time.
Helen, Leslie, and they get their vages pumped full of serums. Mm-hmm. It seemed awful. Mm-hmm. I wonder if there's one part of their body that they haven't put a needle into, and I pray for them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, what'd you say? They put the phone under Stacey's gown
to show Florian on FaceTime, and he doesn't like it, so he hangs up.
You know, the very first episode of the show that you ever showed me, they go on a boat and they're flashing their vaginas.
Yeah.
And this reminded me of that because they were doing that again. Like Stacey was flashing her vagina to the camera, and then they just blur it, and then the audience is like, everyone starts clapping in their homes. Yes, this is what we wanted from the show. Stacey's blurred out vag. God dang it! I can't believe they made us wait till episode 10. I've been waiting for this moment my whole... Anyway.
Cran wasn't waiting.
No, I'm joking. Nobody wants this. It's awful. Why do they do this in multiple seasons?
They've been really trying to sexify these two.
Yeah. Darcey, we've been talking about how they've been going in on her.
Yeah.
trying to get her OnlyFans going.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next, do you want? They start prepping for the bachelor party. So this
right. So next, Stacey or Darcey reveals to Stacey that she's throwing her a bachelorette party. I guess they're going to do a combined one.
They go. People do co-ed bachelor parties. What?
No, they don't.
I don't. What would you even call it? There's bachelor and bachelorette.
Yeah.
Like, there's no co-ed.
Bacheloretto.
Yeah, bacheloretto party. There's not like a word for it. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I mean, no one has.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
it's made it up.
It's stupid,
and
they agree that Georgie's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And it's like, so Georgie can't come to the wedding, but he can
go to the bachelorette party
where all of them are.
Yeah.
Where the whole point is to separate him from Darcey.
Right.
And Darcey makes Florian call him on the phone and say, "You never will be around me again. Don't even think about me." And then like 2 weeks later, they're going to be at a party together in New York.
That doesn't make much sense.
And it's okay now?
That doesn't make much sense.
No, it made no sense. Also, like, it's not like Florian did anything to make up for it. She should be even more mad at him because the photo shoot is like, why does Florian all of a sudden get his way with Georgie?
Yeah, they're getting inconsistent in the storyline.
Yeah.
But then Darcey...
Oh, they get headbands also.
Yeah, they get some special headbands and they get ready for everything, and it's cute, I guess. And then
they look like a couple Bret Michaels, I was saying.
Yeah.
They get the kind of Bret Michaels
headbands. Y'all remember Rock of Love?
Yeah. Some people remember him from when he was famous for something respectable.
Yeah.
A band called, was it Poison?
Yeah.
A huge band in the 80s.
Every rose has a thorn.
Yeah.
Oh, no, because that's
you're overloading it.
I only know because of that stupid fucking show. Wait, Korean?
Faster encoding preset. Interesting.
Korean is living good.
Wait, let me write this. All right. All right, whatever. I'll figure it out later.
But yeah, so they head to the actual, I guess, beginning of the bachelorette party.
Yeah.
And
they all are meeting at a hotel.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna get on a party bus.
Yeah, and so one of their friends, obviously Michael Benz, comes.
There's a new friend.
After saying Michael Benz comes, and then there's a new friend named Cece who lives in LA as a hand model.
Manos. And yeah, we were saying in the confessional, they're like, we could be hand models. It's just so like I felt like rude to their friend. And just
kind of like, okay, bitch, like this isn't about you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they link up, and then of course Florian arrives with Georgie.
Yeah.
And
they show up. It reminds me of like the cool kids from Stand By Me, you know, like Kiefer Sutherland. You ever see that movie? These like, they're like greasers. They're like mean, like 50s, because his hair slicked back. It reminds me of these like mean greaser guys. Like, they're like, fuck this party bus. This shit's stupid. We want to go to a club. It's like, why'd you wait till now to?
Yeah, they were so mad for this party bus, and they were just rude about it. It's like,
yeah. It's a little too late to like be replanning the party.
Yeah, and insulting what's been done.
Yeah.
It just seems like
it made me wonder if something was going on. Like,
yeah, that whole thing was weird.
Then Georgie goes, "Hey, Darcey," and he like just
it's all touchy,
rubs her hand down her arm like a creep on the bus, like ugh.
It's not cute.
Georgie has gone full villain.
Yeah, Georgie has really become unlikable because everyone pushed him to it, I think, honestly.
Yeah, they've made him into that. But we were talking last season, like, we're like, what is wrong with Georgie? Why is he the bad guy?
Yeah, like what has he actually done?
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything.
He's basically become the Joker.
Yeah.
The Joker was like, he's like, you keep pushing me, and one day I'm going to flip. And that's Georgie. He flipped full villain. Yeah. Weird Bulgarian greaser villain.
I thought you were going to say Greek or something.
Greaser? Is that the term? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know greaser, but I thought you were going to say Greeker.
Greeker? Yeah. Nah, they haven't had enough Greeks on the show. That's my big criticism of it.
Yeah.
Where are all the Greeks?
Where are all the Greeks? Honestly, where are all the Greeks?
Yeah.
But, so the party bus, and that's where this, they're going on to it, and that's where the episode ends.
Mm-hmm.
So in the next episode, we're going to see what else, goes on.
Yeah, there's some spoilers, it's gonna be shit on the bus where they get mad at each other.
So we'll get into it next episode.
Yeah, it didn't look like.
Yeah.
Honestly, like at this point in the series, like I don't really feel like. I don't really have any like feelings about where the show should go or whatever.
Yeah.
Like for a long time we were like, should Georgie and them get back together?
Yeah.
Should they not? What's up with Cicero? You know, like
yeah. Right now I'm just kind of like I don't know.
I guess the wedding's coming.
Yeah.
I guess they were trying to make it seem like maybe Stacey and Florian might have issues now.
I don't think this Afghan guy's gonna be here for long.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, I'm totally unsold on that. I guess that's what we're supposed to be curious about.
But we're not.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah. So I guess we'll see.
He might be an actor too. I don't know.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. But all right, y'all. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll see you next week. Adios.